This is the morning edition of the Weather Xtreme video for Monday, the 12th of January. James Spann here. Wet is the word today, but nothing too heavy. And after today, the rain chances drop off. Let's go in there and check things out. This is the water vapor satellite view early this morning. Different look this week. Instead of that big eastern U.S. trough, we have a trough axis moving through the Great Lakes and kind of a disturbed southwest flow in the southern branch, producing some clouds and rain down here. This was the radar at 5:04 this morning. And you can see some mostly light rain across the northern half of the state. And we'll see that off and on today. Nothing too heavy, no thunderstorms, and certainly it's not cold enough for any ice problems. Temperatures are mostly in the 40s at daybreak. We'll expect a high in the middle 50s today. Very cold up north, but this time the upper air winds will keep that cold air well to the north of here. In fact, temperatures don't look too bad for the next 15 days. We've got winter weather advisories and winter storm warnings in effect, mostly for freezing rain and ice problems from near St. Louis up to New York City. Looks like there's an ice storm warning in effect around Indianapolis. And as we all know, that is pretty messy when it's raining and it's below 32 and the infrastructure is cold. But down here, no problems. Overall rain for the next 5 days, not too much. We'll have about a 1/4 inch to 1/2 inch today, and that should be about it. Take a look at modeling. This is the GFS, the Global Forecast System, valid today at noon. And you can see for us, we have a southwest flow aloft, and within that, a wave producing the rain today. This is the high-res HER model, valid at 1 o'clock this afternoon. And really, that looks like the last batch of showers coming through here early this afternoon. There's a reasonable chance the rain will be over by maybe 3 o'clock. In fact, this is 6 o'clock, and the rain is pretty much out of here. So periods of rain this morning into early afternoon, and a high today in the mid-50s. Now, tomorrow, I don't think we see any sun, but on the other hand, I'm not so sure we see any rain. We have a fair amount of moisture trapped. It's a fairly narrow layer of moisture, and there's no well-defined trigger for rain. So it looks like a cloudy day, and there could be, a sprinkle or two somewhere, a raindrop, but again, certainly not a big rain event. And a little cooler. The high tomorrow will be maybe 47 to 50. And really, Wednesday, the same thing. Obviously, that has a dry look right there, but I think we'll still see a low cloud deck as the projected soundings are showing that moisture still in place, and the high would be somewhere between 50 and 54. So again, for Wednesday, we don't expect any rain, but it looks like a cloudy day. So several overcast days here. Now, Thursday, we've got a disturbance passing south of the state. The models have been trending south with this, and there's pretty decent consistency in this. Earlier runs, late last week showed a good rain for us, but now it's got the rain basically from the Gulf Coast south into the waters of the Gulf. So we'll roll with that solution and forecast maybe a cloudy day Thursday, but no rain for the northern end of the state. And then finally on Friday, once that wave kicks out, I think this is when the sun breaks out. We've got good subsidence. The air is sinking. The sun comes out. Should be a beautiful winter day. The high will be in the 50s. We'll start the day around 30. And again, that just is almost exactly right at seasonal averages. Saturday as the weekend begins, same thing. Looks very nice. The sky will be sunny. And hey, the thickness values are coming up, and that means a chance we could see low 60s in here. That'll be like a tropical heat wave. And Sunday looks good. Again, low 60s, partly sunny, no rain. Here's a week from today. This is the 19th. Got troughing over the southern plains. Rain with that over Arkansas, Louisiana, southeastern Texas, and it looks like that might be the next chance of rain, maybe Monday night or Tuesday of that following week. This is Wednesday, the 21st, and this run kind of blows up a big low that's east of Chicago with rain, maybe some thunder with that feature. And a similar feature on the 26th of January. Deep surface low north of here, that might represent the chance of some strong storms, if this verifies. And then the following day on the 27th, troughing begins to build back over the east, and that looks like it will be turning noticeably colder if this is correct. And we all know this is voodoo out here. This is temperature guidance coming off the ensemble. You can see that the numbers peak up in the low 60s perhaps over the weekend or early next week, and then trending down again later this month, but no real bitterly cold Arctic air. Check the teleconnections, the Arctic oscillation trying to go negative later this month, but that doesn't necessarily mean it gets cold here. The other half of this is the North Atlantic oscillation, and it shows a little blip downward, but then it goes right back into positive territory until you see that, one or two standard deviations down in negative range. Odds of a major cold snap here, an Arctic outbreak, would be relatively low. That's it for the Weather Extreme video today. We'll have notes in the blog. Next video here by 4 o'clock today. If you can't catch us this evening on the live stream or the television side, ABC 3340 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and God bless.